Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, great Biafrans all over the world. I greet you and I welcome you to this program. While you are joining us, share the video on Facebook at Judge Money Blog Africa, at Judge Money Blog Official, at Judge Money Blog /TV, at Judge Money Blog on Facebook. If you are joining us on YouTube, share this video, click the subscription button and continue to to like the video for the algorithm to do the sharing. Rather, we have come again this evening to continue the exposition on the enemy. There is very important thing that we must understand, that in this fight that we are in this fight to make sure that we do not have hiccups in the restoration of our sovereign nation, Biafra. It is very important that whoever that is supposed to be fighting for this movement, for this freedom, is supposed to be whiter than white and whiter than snow. Not one leg this side and one leg on the other side. The reason why I have brought this video that is in front of you, which we are going to touch on, it is the confirmation of what UWAZURIKE said, that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu stole the struggle from him, that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu hijacked his struggle and his radio in London. That is as a result, they actually started pushing this narrative, bringing this guy called Simon to the media space to continue to truncate every activities of the leadership led by Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, to continue to scuttle every activities of the structure that was established by Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, while constructively telling you that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is not going to be relevant anymore when he is released. And you are going to hear it in this video that I am going to play. It is very important that you know the activities of those who claim that they are fighting for you. It is so many people that scream God, God, God today, but it is not all of them that are going to see the kingdom of that same God. That is very important thing that our people need to learn and understand. Because when we come online, we are not here just because we have time all the time to be here. We are here to make you to understand these activities of these criminals who will continue to talk. And you should know that the first skills that every criminal will have is how to sweet talk people. It is how to convince people. Of course, let me remind you that in Nigeria, there are people, when they speak to you, you even go to your house and you will go and bring even the properties and the money you have in your house and give to them. Once they go, then you will realize that did this just happen? That is their skills. They hypnotize you each time they want to speak. The most important thing in the infiltrator that we have today, it is that you need to know. It is their, skills of manipulation. Which time we begin to debunk them, each time we have given them the dose, the dose, DOSE, that they will be, will not contain, will not be able to digest, rather, you will find them coming out to do exposition, give you empty promises, you know, in the terms of doing exposition, speaking. I want you to understand it is not about those who speak it, because there is a place where I heard somebody saying, people were arguing. People were arguing. There was a voice note actually that was forwarded to me this morning. People were arguing, and one autopilot to ask the other one, the one who is IPOB, that will you be able to speak, because I think the person insulted Simon. Then they started fighting with him, asking him, do you think it is easy to be able to speak to America? Will you be able to speak to United Nations? Will you be able to do what Simon is doing now? I want to actually educate our people with regards to what is called the freedom of speech. The fact that Nigeria has deprived you of freedom of speech, that when you speak, you will be brought to be killed, does not mean, as I am standing here, I can speak about even Joe Biden, the president of America. I can tell him what he is not doing right, because there is freedom of speech. You as well can, only if you have that temerity, or that audacity, or that confidence on yourself. So when somebody come to tell you, or to debunk the activities of Obama, or to debunk the activities of Joe Biden, or to debunk the activities of Anthony Blinken, the Secretary of State, does not mean that he has that skill, or that he is very special to do it. You can as well do it, because these are the people who implemented the freedom of speech that we are using to challenge them. That is the reason why I continue to tell you that we are being governed by principalities and powers from the high places. If we are able to provide a principle that is formidable enough to counter the principles of those who place us in the predicament where we found ourselves today, that is how we will be able to win. They understand it and they know it better, because I can assure you, those people who lay down those principles that are actually destroying us. And the reason why their principle will continue to destroy us, it is because we, we people, we black people, most of us are ignorant to the core. You cannot read the in between the lines. You cannot understand the handwriting on the wall. And that is the reason why they will continue to manipulate you. They will continue to, use simple thing to actually to enslave you. Now, have you ever asked yourself, we talk about economic exploitation in Africa done by the Western world. Have you ever asked yourself, because you yourself that will be seconding what we are saying, have you ever asked yourself, How is this people, exploiting Africa economically? How are they making use of Nigeria oil that is in the Biafra land? How are they taking it away? Because you will not be able to understand it because you have not tried to find out. It is not something that is physical that you have to see. But the typical example I will give you, it is when you understand the financial market, you will understand that these people are the people who control the financial market. When you understand the rating agencies, these same people are the people who control the rating agencies. Now, when they control all these things, they will give you the price you are going to sell something that you have. And while giving you the price that you will sell something that you have in financial markets, they will manipulate your currency not to hold much value towards the buying currency, which is the dollars or the European pounds, British pounds rather. They will manipulate it so that you will sell your goods. By the time you change your money into your currency, you will have no value to your money anymore. This is part of how they are exploiting Africa. It is not that they are bringing vessels from Britain coming to Nigeria to take your oil. There are the physical one, which is the ones of those who are actually bringing out the oil, the barrels of oil, which is the foreign companies. They have their own way of manipulation, but it is not something that is physical. It is something that is tactical. So, as it is, why did I just, digress to this? It is the activities of this infiltrator chief. How he is convincing you, how he will continue to convince you as if he is in line with what you are doing. If he is actually doing what he claimed that he's doing good, he's supposed to leave IPOB alone, open his own things, champion it. If we have to support him, we have to support him because all we want is Biafra. But the fact that he wants to stand upon and step down the effort and the legacy of the man, yet he called his master while he is the disciple. He is using a constructive attack on this same man, constructive sabotage on this same man. And you are not understanding it. I can come to you today and I will do all the expositions I will do without you knowing exactly the motive. Maybe if I come online, the exposition I will do is to buy your heart. As if, because that's what you want to hear. You want to hear Tibo Zobo, Zobo Tibo. That is what you want to hear. We are going to destroy this. We are going to stop democratic movement. We are going to do this. That is exactly what you want to hear. But you have not stood up to ask me, what is my, plans in case if these things you are going to do come to backfire? What is your plans in case this thing you want to do now lead you into a full-blown war? You will not ask those questions because you are lame. You do not know exactly what it takes to go to war. Somebody who does not even know the formation of our security on the ground does not know about Biafrans and their formation, does not know if Biafra have military or not, will come and tell you, standing, claiming that he is IPOB, continue to tell you that he is doing everything to see that Biafra comes. Let us agree that he is doing everything to see that Biafra comes. Why is he sabotaging the ones that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has been doing? Let us agree that he is doing everything so that Biafra will come. Why is he now telling you all the things that will make you see the activities of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to be null and void? Why? So many of you does not know and or understand the activities of a double agent. You don't know the meaning of a double agent. Because each time they come, they speak. They captivate your mind. You will believe they can do it. Just because. Now, why is this person who is championing you, claiming that he is going to give you Biafra? Why is he not sincere? From the beginning, he lied to you that he's a lawyer. Why did he lie to you? Why does he have to lie in order to gain your trust? That is number one. Number two, he claimed that he gave you a picture claiming that he is relevant. He worked hand in hand with the president. And we did a fact check on the picture, discovered it was a Photoshop. Why does he need to bring up all this shenanigan just to convince you? When Mazen Nnamdi Kanu started this struggle, did he do such things to convince you? Because now we are now bringing out the difference between real and camouflage. All these things he did, today he's telling you that he will do this. He have the capacity to take you to war. He has this. You never stood up to ask him, where is the military? What is your formation? How do you do alliance? Have you consulted people for alliance? Have you consulted, allies rather? Have you made plan for food supply? Have you tried to, engage these things that made us to lose the war in 1967? Or have you tried to, engage these challenges that British brought upon us in 1967? You have not asked this question. Somebody continued to lie to you that he will give you the key of Biafra land 2023. You are agreeing. The reason why he will continue to do this is that for you to grow fatigue in this struggle, believing that to get freedom is just like that. Freedom fighting has its process. It has its own process. And because of this infiltration, it is delaying so many processes. The processes that is supposed to be made open to you cannot be made open to you because you don't know who is who anymore. Because the reason why the infiltrators are always up and running, proactive, coming to claim as if they are the ones doing the job, coming to act as if they are the ones speaking to United Nations, speaking to Joe Biden, speaking to Blinken, speaking to all these people, it is because they have implemented something that we make the real people not to come and update you about these plans that they have in order to release our leader or to give you Biafra. They have made sure that they bring up a shenanigan that will make the real people not to know whom to trust to even share any confidential matters with. That was the primary thing they did. They made sure that you lose the trust of the leadership. So that when they come out and they will be lying to you, we are going to give you Biafra 2023, you will not know what is this plan. We are going to give you Biafra 2023. We are going to do this, we are going to do that. When Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, who is divinely mandated. Now, so many of you might be thinking that I am, okay, maybe you might think that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is being, we are telling you about him, or in the regards of what, he is not extraordinary. Now, let me give you examples. Did Mazen Nnamdi Kanu not tell us that Fulani is coming to kill us? How did he get that information? Why is it that ever since the same man who want to replace or wear the shoes of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu could not tell you next thing that Nigeria is planning, the cabals and the Fulanis are planning on Nigeria? Why has he not tell you any of them? Because Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is informative. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is, educative. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, his activities, is exceptional. No one will be able to fit in his shoes. And he knows where he is leading us to. Even while he is in the dungeon, he knows better than you and I. All we need to do is to continue to follow his footsteps and guidelines. Because Christ is said to his disciples, the ones you people pray to every day, watch and pray, watch and pray. He did not say go contrary to my activity. He said watch and pray. Now, somebody come from nowhere to tell you. This is exactly the problem of so many of you. If there is something now, there is always something Christian people used to say. They will always say, if God will tell you, I will bless you in 2023, but that you should leave the blessing aside and look for the but. When you find the but, then you now seek for the blessings, because that but is something that might hinder that blessing. Now, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu told all of us that Biafra is the last miracle. And one somebody you don't know his identity, who lied to you about his identity, came to tell you that he will give you the key to Biafra 2023. He knows when Biafra will come. And at the end of the day, you believe it. And you believe it was that easy. And 3.5 million of our people were killed. You believe it was that easy. Media propaganda was done against our people, that we were the aggressors. You believe it is that easy that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, who gave you relevance in this struggle, who started these things and know where he is taking us, will come and tell you it is the last miracle. You believe in all these things because you don't know your left from your right. It is like your father now implemented a rule in the house. One man will just come because your father is not around and tell you, this thing your father said you should do, and you have been doing that rules that your father implemented. He never misguided you with his principles. His principle, if you continue to follow it, ever since you started following your father's guidelines and principle, you never ever go wrong. Now somebody just come from nowhere to tell you no. Your father is no longer in that position to give, for you to obey his principles. He is not here right now. You have to do it this way now. And you start buying that ideology when your father told you, do it this way, follow this step. Now, in that regard, as you know, because your father gave you instruction, you go contrarily to with it, to the instruction given to you by your father. Why? Because of somebody whom you see that your fathers used to speak to come to tell you, this is how we do it. This is how we do it. That does not make you a wise person. Why did I say so? Because Mazen Nnamdi Kanu told us it is not going to be easy. But at the end of this process, Ainaga, we are going to get Biafra, the land of Chukwuokike Abiama. Is there anything good in life that ever come easy? There is something you can never manipulate. You might do there are people who like fast lane, which kills so quickly. In fast lane, it kills so quickly. You can manipulate it in your fast lane, in your activities, in your business, in your criminality. But when it comes to process of life, you can never manipulate a process of life, because if you rob Peter to pay Paul, there will be loopholes somewhere. That is the reason why you must follow procedures, because those who place you where you are, they use process. It was a process that placed me and you where we are. And somebody now come to tell you, we are going to override that process. We are going to make sure that you do not vote in Biafra land anymore. We are going to do this, we are going to do that. How are you planning to do that? He is not telling you. He is not telling you. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu told you that we are going to chase Fulani from our bushes. We are going to chase Fulani from our bushes. They are coming to take over our lands. They are coming to Fulanize you. And when he said we are going to chase Fulani from our bushes, he unveiled the process. We all saw the process where, with which we are going to use to chase Fulani from our bushes, which everybody adored it. Everybody loved it. But somebody come to tell you every day, we are going to do this, we are going to do that, without unveiling to you or telling you exactly how is he going to do it. Does it mean that everything is going to carry out? It is all about him that will feel the heat. Because now, something that you are going to feel the heat, you need to be carried along. Your parents, your children, your siblings are going to feel the heat. They are the ones to be killed. If there is a gun battle between people that, few people that they will bring out to go and boycott whatever they want to boycott, Who is going when the elephant fights, the grass they stand on suffers. Now, have you asked him, what is your plans? What are the contingency plans you are going to use to actually make sure that there are no casualties on the ground? What are those plans? You did not ask him because give us gun, let's go to war, give us gun. You don't know the process of going to war. War is not something we wake up and go. It is always the last option. When they talk to you, try to miseducate you or misinform you about what political solution is, or democratic solution or process. You do not understand. Now let me now bring you to it. Why, if you are very, very scared of democratic solution, or sorry, political solution, if you are very, very scared about it or skeptical about it, why do you then come here all the time and preach for referendum? If I may ask you, why do you then come all the time and say that we want a referendum? Let people decide where they want to be. What is referendum? Referendum is a democratic process under political solution, because anything that has to do with something that appears in your constitution is a political process. Anything that has to do with somebody choose where you want to vote to be, it is a democratic process. So when somebody continue to tell you that we don't want a democratic process, political solution is the funding Zama, this and that and this and that, because themselves, they do not understand what these things are. They do not understand it, yet they preach it every day, but they don't understand it. There is no nation, that ever separated from each other, that never went through a political process. A political process. There must be a political process. From political process, if it does not work, then now you think about by fire or by force, because they are not giving you what you want. They are not giving you what you want. That is how these things, the process. So you can never override any of this process. Ojukwu went for political solution in Aburi. That is a process. The political solution that they came to a resolution which stated that we will have everybody manage their place, pay tax rather, to the center, which Gowon agreed upon. While he returned, Britain saw it is not something that is going to favor them. They now advised Gowon that you are being fooled. As a black man that he is, naive, young president who want power all for himself, the way America wants power all for themselves today. He went out there to say, no, he did not agree anymore. They told him that they are going to make you a ceremonial president. Therefore, you shouldn't agree with them. He now turned around on the agreement signed in Aburi Accord, which led to the war. They actually started killing our people, removing fetus from our women in the north, they're removing fetus, baby that is in the womb. They remove it, smash it on the wall. That was what they did. Ojukwu now say, our people should return home. When they reject you, you should not reject yourself. So that political solution is Ofonogu Ojukwu Jirifa before we go to the blast, area to explore, which is the war. And if not for the interference of the British, because of their, complicity. Sorry, because of their complicity, because of them, having interest in the oil that comes from Biafra land, they actually started supplying Nigeria all the weapons that will kill Biafrans, so that when you kill them, they will give up, because they have seen that the best way to deal with a black man, kill them in high number. When you kill them in high number, they will give up, because they love humanity. They love humanity because that's what they experienced when they invaded Africa. Kill them in high number, they will give up. They will say, he that fight and run away, live to fight for tomorrow. That is exactly how they put it. Now, that is how they invaded us. And they killed us so that we will give up. That is the reason why Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is very careful. That is the reason why Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is taking every step at a time. He does not want to actually maneuver, or, he wants to go it step by step. Make sure that while going through every steps, we are planning for the worst case scenario. But the person who just sum up like, a crop, has not taken any step, going to United Nations or going anywhere. You have never seen him making any move or even a protest. The only thing he does is to come behind his computer, which is what you people are, because if you na asalo mmadụ ịbịa na media na-agba ụjaka na-ekwu na ọ ga-eme nke a, m ga-eburu Nigeria n'isi. I know that Nigeria, has dealt with you. These are the things what you want to hear, and that is the reason why somebody is using that approach, because it is what you want to hear. If you hear that Russia will bring nuclear weapon to Nigeria today, I know so many of you will be very happy that they will destroy Nigeria so that everybody will go. So many of you will be very happy because Nigeria has dealt with you. But now, you cannot be emotional dealing with your enemy. If you are emotional to deal with your enemy, he will destroy you. You need to be, tactical. You need to be diplomatic. Because if you are using emotion, just like so many of you are using emotion, Erima is using that your emotion, playing with it, telling you we will do. Who are those people that is going to help him to do what he is claiming he is going to do? Number one, those men you see Asare DOKUBO recruiting is working with Simon Ekpa. Now you will understand what type of, man Asare DOKUBO is. He is hoping on those boys that Asare recruited to use them to stop election in Biafra land. Asari make it clear that he is supporting Tinubu. And I want you to continue to, write it down. What I am telling you now. I've been telling you that he demanded 1 billion from Andoba to boycott the election in Anambra State for him. You thought it's a joke. I know that some people who are even, politically connected are here. Make some phone calls, find out, come and tell me that it is a lie. Now, at the end of all these things, all he wants to do, he will continue to do, because the primary plan is to make sure you take the struggle out of Mr. Kano. Take it out of Mr. Kano. Because he is too formidable for us. He is somebody that no kwechili go. Take it away from him, because we cannot do anything. Even if we go to Biafra land, we will be slaves. People like UWAZURIKE, DOKUBO, and some politicians. Take it away from him. Even if we are going to get Biafra, we will get it in our own way, so that we will still be the same people. We will be ruling you into destruction that you will start regretting. Had I known. That is the plan. You will go and get ceremonial independence, just like you got in Nigeria. You need to know what is going on here. You should be able to understand what is going on, because so many people, there are many information that we have that you don't know about. And if we present those information, you will not pay attention to it, because your mind is already taken. Your mind is already captivated. The same way you will see a Roman Catholic, you tell them that their priest is doing, is chasing after women. They will tell you, no, their priest are for cancer. No matter how you want to convince them, which is something that you have seen, this is how it is happening. They will never, ever believe you. That is how it is, because their mind is already made up that, this is it. Ndisoji, blacks. That is the reason why you ban a church, you go to church, and captivate your mind. They will start deceiving you, telling you every time you say they are praying for you. I'm praying for you. The person who is praying for you never finish pray for himself. Every day I'm praying for you. You never ask yourself, what time does he have to pray for all these people that are members of the church and pray for himself, and now see to his family and see to his work if he has one? You don't ask yourself all these things. All you know is that it is a pastor. That is the similar thing that is happening to you now. I gave you an example of yesterday. Pastor, arranged the miracle. Bring a coffin with somebody inside. And he claimed he started praying, the person wake up. And when the things, exposed, when it got exposed, confessions were made. The same church members who saw it as it was unfolding, the shenanigan, they actually saw every confession. Imagine, they are still supporting the same pastor. So that is, and it is all only black people. You will not see European watching all those, following all those things. So this is exactly what is happening to us in this struggle, because you have made up your mind that this guy, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, say, go and listen to him. He's doing a marvelous job. He is taking the struggle to the new dimension. But you did not see where he said, don't allow the enemy to enter you. Not if we finish now to recognize you. Yeah, 1 week now or next week now, you start misbehaving. You don't look at it. That is still the same thing I told you. If God say, I will bless you, but leave the blessing, go and look for the but. No, you people just focus on that, I will bless you. You continue to pray. Pray every day, because you are not actually, you don't want to do the practical job. You want to maneuver things. Now, that takes me to what I am here to tell you. Now, I want you to see this video. There was a time I told you that UWAZURUIKE said that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu hijacked his radio BIAFRA, which means he's claiming that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu hijacked the struggle from him, and the claim, gave the momentum, took the spotlight away from him. Now, that is, and I told you that is the reason why they come and they recruited this guy called Simon. You can know UWAZURUIKE today. Are you still hearing from UWAZURUIKE today? No. Because he knows that he has established something. He is waiting for the result. That is the reason why from this beginning of this problem, UWAZURUIKE run out to tell you that come and act like he is challenging Simon Ekpa. What you are doing, the DOS are the one who are supposed to, so that he will tarnish the image of DOS. It is like Buhari coming to say, Simon Ekpa, you are not supposed to be the one that is in charge. It is supposed to be the leadership. Then you will say now, yes, you don't use psychology. You will say now that it is supposed to be, so Buhari is supporting the leadership. So the leadership is a criminal. That was the plan which they used. That was the manipulation they used on you. And you continue to buy it. I want you to pay attention to this video now. Pay very good attention. Listen to this video before we go, because we are doing a program yesterday. We were kicked off, so we are going back to that program right after this. Pay attention. Listen.
Hello. Good evening. From here, the line is going off. Hello. Yes, I'm all right. I'm all right. Welcome to the program.
Thank you. Thank you so very much for all the
You're welcome.
Yeah, I want to say something like
All right, just be fast, please. A lot of people are calling and their call are going off.
As one of the people who experience what it takes as a BIAFRA or you want to create one Nigeria. You see, my experience can never go against the translation. You see, I got to know that there are some Nigerians established and journalists especially to replicate never happened stories just to humanize the people. That one is a fact. Okay, there are also some people who are infiltrated 100% people who are going up and the police
Okay, I think I skipped where I wanted to start. I want us to start from here. Pay attention. Let's start from here.
All right, you're welcome to the program. Good evening from here. When we get to that bridge, you cross it. Our leader will become the people that make Twitter. I don't think anybody follows him. So we are going to make sure that he notices that something. Make Twitter. I don't think anybody follows him.
Okay,
so
pay attention.
We are going to make sure.
Let me not bring it further. I want you to pay attention to what is going to say here. What is going to say here, and there is a caller, which is the reason why I brought this video. There is a caller that will call him, and that caller, when he calls, you will hear their discussion. But there is a part that I am looking for where he talked about what is happening, the reason why he is not paying attention to the coastal region, which is where he come from. Now, let's go there.
The U.S. Secretary of State, Anthony Blinken, we are going to make sure we don't give him a British space until he understands that by next year, water will be on Nigeria. Water is the code. So that by the time they will hear the water, they will know that we have called their attention on Twitter. We must go to Twitter and make sure. The only man who shakes YouTube.
Wait.
Started today. So we're going to run this program today, tomorrow, and then the next tomorrow, which is the 7th of October, and then some Friday, we're going to end with a Sit at Home. Sit at Home is going to be a ghost town. And we want to use this opportunity to call the people in Asaba to respect the people that are paid with their life. Asaba people, we call on the government of Delta State, who is now running to become a vice president in Nigeria, to know that the people where he is a governor now has been killed in their cold blood in thousands. So we are expecting a complete ghost town in Delta State. The Asaba, of course, to be precise. We have told you people the reason why we are not, very keen to what is happening out there in the other side of the Biafra territory, because of the thing that is best known to us. We know
he is not keen to what is happening on the other side of Biafra territory because of something that is best known to them. What is that thing that is best known to him? When Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was out here with us, did he leave anybody behind? The answer is no. Then what is that thing that is keen or best known to you, that your region, your area, coastal region, where you come from, claiming you come from Ebonyi State, you are leaving them behind? What is that thing that is best known to you, Simon Ekpa? What is that thing best known to you? Let us find out. Let's see if he will tell you what is best known to him.
Know the kind of seed that the Fulani planted in them. And that is why the voice of Biafra is now going. We go from one state to another until we cover the entire south part of Biafra. And then
confession, there is the type of seed that Fulani planted in them. There is a kind of seed the Fulani planted in them. Now, so this seed, you know that Fulani planted it in these people, Simon. And you are telling us Biafra will come in 2023. That means, are you getting Biafra for you and your autopilot? Are you going to leave those your family members that are in the coastal region? Who are you getting Biafra for? When you know or you believe that these people in the coastal region, that they still need to hear the gospel, since there is a special seed and they are your people. And they say charity begins from home. And you, according to you, you say there is a seed that Fulani planted in them, which is special, which you're supposed to bring more attention and more energy towards them by making sure that you uproot those seeds planted in them by Fulani. They are your people. They are this is where you originated from. With your lies, claiming that you are from Ebonyi because you grew up in Ebonyi. Which there are so many stories to it. You grew up in Ebonyi. Now, there are some seeds that Fulani planted in your own people. You could not solve the seed planted in your own people, but you are telling Igbo-speaking Biafrans that you are giving them Biafra 2023. You see the reason why I said you cannot jump process. You see, in the restoration of Biafra, you can never jump a process. And you people that is believing that, it is that easy. Biafra can come anytime, but don't see it to be easy so that you don't grow fatigue. You should know that Biafra struggle, we have a lot of hands, a lot of big boys in the global stage who are interested in Nigeria. So it is not something that will be easy. The more you tell it to yourself, the more you work hard. So when somebody is telling you, no, you are going to get it 2023, this is Ndodo below than Amboko. He wants your money. I am not saying it is not possible to get Biafra in 2023, but where is the contingencies? What is the contingencies that you have put in place? Because there is a plan A, plan B, plan C. If is did not go, was will go. Where is, where is was? What is your plans as Autopilot? When you know that these 6 states that you say that their seed, planted a special seed in them, which means you know that they need education more. You have not educated them, but you are claiming you are going to give them Biafra, which means the boycott of election you are claiming you are going to do. It is in this 5 states, which is Igbo-speaking state, with you and Asare DOKUBO doing claiming that you are going to boycott the election with Asare DOKUBO boys, while election will be going on in the coastal region, because according to you, there is special seed planted in them, and that seed cannot be removed. But you are claiming that these people, you will give them Biafra 2023, which is less than 4 months. Less than 4 months. Okay. I know that the wise people will be checking the statistics. Now let us continue. Pay attention.
We are expecting that to happen as soon as possible. So we still need sponsors of Voice of Biafra to take some of the state as we go forward. We need Cross River, Bayelsa, which state again, and Calabar and all of them. We need those.
These are the people who will give you Biafra, but they do not know the states that is made up of Biafra. Are you seeing it? This is the same person who will give you Biafra. So if eventually there is a meeting today, all of a sudden, let's just say it like this. Somebody that matters from United Nations call on his program and ask him, Mr. Simon, as a spokesperson of Biafra, will you be able to tell us, just like the way Dele Momodu threw that question to Mazen Namdekan, the state that is made up of Biafra? He answered it without even breathing. He did not even breathe. He just answered them. But this one is not even telling you. He cannot even tell you the states that is in the coastal region where he come from. He can't. But these are people who have roadmap to Biafra. you know, we are better than this, our people. We are better than this. We are better than this. Let's continue.
The voice of Biafra, at least the mother of the voice of Biafra, before we begin to now have the smaller extension of the voice of Biafra. Welcome to the program. Good evening. Hello? Go ahead. You know, I have not opened the line. I don't know. Did I say somebody should call?
I just heard that we're going to talk tonight, so I said to give you a call.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead there quickly, please.
I just want to say thank you for the great job. You're doing a great job. I just want to say thank you. Right? Thank you.
Thank you.
These are the people. These are the people that does not know exactly what is going on. Uninformed people. Uninformed people. You are doing a great job. You are doing a great job. These are the people that has been brainwashed. They are giving them Biafra next year. Now, let us continue to listen to this caller. I want you to pay attention to the next caller because this one is just, I think he just called to talk about you are doing a great job. Then he will drop. Next person is going to call. Pay attention.
No, amen.
Are you here?
All right. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, no.
All right. This one, are you there?
I'm here.
Go ahead. This one, you didn't even allow the phone to on. You are calling.
You know,
You are part of the monetary spirit. All right, go ahead.
you know,
The man who shakes you too.
The man who shake YouTube, and in this YouTube is where he will be shaking and give you Biafra 2023. No consultation, nothing. This is YouTube. He will continue to shake and give you Biafra in 2023. Let's continue to listen to these people who come to the program with their mind, not with their head. Let's continue.
The only man who shake YouTube.
yes, and the word attention was drawn to your area. Say, who is this? It's like when somebody says in Jesus' name, you go to heaven, you look down, say, who is this?
So YouTube notice that I am live.
The whole world noticed that you were alive. The power that be the principalities and power.
Yes.
They noticed that you were alive.
So a very important person was actually watching. Was at the.
You see the people that we are trying to emancipate, to educate. He said even the principalities and powers know that you are alive. Yeah, and he is referring to what he understood as principalities and powers. And he is referring to a spirit. When this thing he says is a lay down rules. He is now, this is actually tautology that he is using here. Principalities means lay down rules. Lay down rules. A very simple English. A lay down rules, which you turn to say is a ghost. It is a demon. It is a devil. It is just a lay down rules. Know that you are principalities and powers. Know that you are online. So for you to understand the quality of the mind of the people who listen to this guy, they can never make sense of anything. They can never discern anything. They can never understand anything. All they do is they come online, they talk rubbish. Let's continue.
The attention was called on the broadcast yesterday.
Yeah, they said, you know what? The second richest man in the world has started listening to your program. Through that, after the argument, the Joanna said it or not else. You know, they say there's a man championing this BIAFRA cause. So anytime you come online, they always listen. Because many people, you know, some things here, and when you tell them about BIAFRA, they go Google, start Googling.
Yes.
To know about it. So things is happening. That's why you remember to say that.
Look at what they will use to continue to blackmail you. Of course, when you look at this call, you will understand it is a arranged call. Now, I want you to know. Pay attention. There is something this guy that who called will say here. I believe it's this guy. But let's watch and see. I believe it is this guy. Let's watch and see. You see the rubbish he is talking. The richest man in the world is watching. He Google. And this richest man watching, apparently, probably for this guy to know that that richest man is watching, he sent this guy a message first before he tell him, I'm joining Simon. I am Googling about Simon today, for you to see how their information comes. How they will, how they will continue to lie. He's telling you the richest man is called, and this is a arranged call. The richest man is watching you, he Google, and he join your program. Does it make sense? First of all, principalities and powers are watching you. Secondly, the richest man is Googling and joining your program. Does it make sense? And this is exactly what they do. Each time they come to tell you things that does not make sense, it becomes the most sensible thing that you have ever heard from them. Because if I don't debunk this, some people will claim, we actually digest it. Even though it doesn't make sense, because you don't have sense to understand, sensible stuff.
There's something you tell us about Twitter. I don't know, maybe you forget.
Yes. And we are announcing that everybody should go to Twitter. Everybody. I will make a special announcement on that. I think probably tomorrow. Everybody should go to Twitter, and we want to see every agitating group, both our media, both our listeners, both our supporters. We need to go to the Twitter and make sure we engage the Secretary of State, Anthony Blinken. We are going to make sure we don't give him a little space until he understands that by next year, water will be on Nigeria. Water is the code. So that by the time they will hear the water, they will know that they have called their attention on Twitter. We must go to Twitter and make sure that the Secretary of course, if he make tweet, I don't know whether he make tweet at all, but if he make tweet, I don't think anybody follows him. So we are going to make sure that he notices that something is happening on his Twitter handle. To call his attention, to let him know that his shenanigan is not going to work, and we are going to give water to Nigeria. next year.
He doesn't think if he make Twitter, he does not think anybody follows him. It is only him, Simon Ekpa, that people follows. If he make Twitter, he doesn't think anybody follows him. Okay. And it makes sense to you, right? It makes sense. Okay. This is the things, tautologies that they will be speaking, you will be saying, and that is the reason why some people will come out to tell you, that will you be able to speak to United Nations? That Simon will be able to speak to will be able to speak to American president. That is the argument Autopilot was making. Somebody just brought it to, send me all this voice note this afternoon. I was watching it, I was laughing. That will you be able to talk to, these are people who are sending each other voice notes. They don't even know who is on the other side or who is who. They are telling him, will you be able to go and engage United Nations? Has Simon Ekpa ever told you that he has engaged United Nations or has he had a meeting with them? And he asked again, will you be able to speak to United States President? That their Simon is the one who is doing it for them. You will understand that these people, you see this set of people, you will understand exactly what is in their mind, that it is empty up there. These are the people you call, believers, blindly believers. Blind believers. That's what they are. Let's continue to listen to this guy. Pay attention.
So that by the time it is happening, he will know.
That made him to remove their name from people that are killing Christians.
Yes.
So that is why he's still serving under that agreement. And those are bribes they collected. That is it. But as it stands, like I love what you said, and which is true, but the other people don't understand it. That if you take us to make any friends with enemy of the world, we are willing to do that to make sure that
Somebody say that if we have seen Sahara reporter.
Pay attention. I want you to pay attention to this one. I want you, before he speak what he want to speak right now, I want you to pay very good attention to it. Let me actually bring more people into the program before he speak. Let me get more people into this program before he speaks. Now, pay very good attention. As you are joining us now, as those of you who are going to be joining us now, you should actually, if you want to rewind the program to see where we've started, you can rewind the program. But I want you to pay attention. If you are joining us now, share the video, alert others to join. I want you to pay attention to what Simon Ekpa and his arranged caller has to say. Pay very good attention. Pay attention to hear what they have to say. His arranged caller. Pay attention. Let's go there.
Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has relied on political solutions. Is Sahara reporter our spokesperson? Is Sahara reporter part of our communication and all that? When did Sahara reporter become the people that or the media that speak to us? We don't listen to nonsense. Sahara reporter is a Nigeria agent, so he cannot come and tell us what our leader. They know what to do. If they say Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has relied on political solutions, he should come out and tell us. It's a joke. I think that's a joke. Okay.
What? Did you hear that? Did you hear that? Let me play it again. Let me play it again. Listen.
Become the people that or the media that speak to us. We don't listen to nonsense. So our reporter is a Nigeria agent. So he cannot come and tell us what our leader. They know what to do. If they say Mazen Namdekano has relied on political solution, he should come out and tell us. It's a joke. I think that's a joke. Okay.
Watch.
We give them from November ending. If they don't listen to our leader, even when they listen, we will not listen to him again.
When we get to that bridge, we'll cross it. Become the people that or the media that speak to us. We don't listen to nonsense. So our reporter is a Nigeria agent. So he cannot come and tell us what our leader. They know what to do. If they say Mazen Namdekano has relied on political solution, he should come out and tell us. It's a joke. I think that's a joke. Okay.
We give them from November ending. If they don't listen to our leader, even when they listen, we will not listen to him again.
Did you hear that? This is the real autopilot agenda. This is the real autopilot agenda. And they are actually rolling this plan out slowly but surely. I told you that when they release your leader, we will not listen to him again. When we get to that bridge, we cross it. And remember, that is exactly what he will always tell you when he is actually, when he is rolling out a new plan. When you get to that bridge, you cross it. If they don't release our leader, if they release him, we will not listen to him again. Now, is this not a message to tell zoo government, don't release him? If you don't release him on November, after November, people will no longer listen to him. So keep him there. Keep him there so that people will grow fatigue and will not listen to him again. As a Perima is using mouth to claim that he to use mouth to be he's in front of his computer to give you Biafra in 2023. Since I have not seen him to go to America to go and do lobbying, I have not seen him to go to UK Parliament to present our case. Talk more of them not listening to us. I have not seen him to go to United Nations to actually present his case that if he this doesn't that, he will do this. I have not seen him doing any consultation or whatsoever, but he will give you Biafra next month, in 3 months' time, which is 2023, and you are buying it. They now sending message. If you release our leader now, people will begin to listen to him, and all your plan with us autopilot will fail. That is the message. So don't release him, because if you go past November, people will now no longer have interest to listen to him. That is the message that these criminals are sending to their masters.
Since Sahara reporter that Mazi Namdekano has relied on political solutions. Is Sahara reporter our spokesperson? Is Sahara reporter part of our communication and all that? When this Sahara reporter become the people that or the media that speak to us, we don't listen to nonsense. So our reporter is a Nigeria agent, so he cannot come and tell us what our leader. They know what to do. If they say Mazen Namdekano has relied on political solution, he should come out and tell us. It's a joke. I think that's a joke. Okay.
We give them from November ending. If they don't listen to our leader, even when they listen, we will not listen to him again.
So even when they release him, you will not listen to him again. Who are you doing a favor? You are doing Zoo a favor, because that is the plan. Are you hearing it? I told you that their plan they're rolling out is the attack on Mazen Namdekano. It is to sideline him. It is to steal the struggle from him. The same way UWAZURUIKE claimed that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu stole the struggle, because this is actually UWAZURUIKE playing in Simon. This is UWAZURUIKE playing in Simon. If you can remember, during the time this guy claimed he was addressing Barrister Jofo, he said that Barrister Jofo went to have a meeting with Asare DOKUBO and UWAZURUIKE. Did he not say so? Who gave him that information? Who gave him that information? UWAZURUIKE and Asare DOKUBO, because Ejiofor was not speaking to him. Ejiofor already found out that he is an infiltrator. He was not speaking to him. Who lied to them about that? UWAZURUIKE and Asare DOKUBO. Those are the people. Even if Ejiofor had such meetings, Ejiofor was not going to tell Simon Ekpa. These are something. Simon is not in Nigeria. Simon does not have a lawyer. Simon does not have a negotiator. Simon does not have anybody that is actually trying to negotiate the release of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. He does not have them. So how did he now know that there was a meeting between Ejiofor, Asare DOKUBO, and UWAZURUIKE? How did he now know that? Because he is working for these people. He is working for these people. Because they told him, we will call the lawyer. We will try to convince him. Because as you can see, he is no longer giving you information. Let's call him. Let us actually try to psych him to find out, some information from him. And he come to tell you that Ejiofor had a meeting with Asare DOKUBO and UWAZURUIKE. Now, as a result of all that, UWAZURUIKE wanting to be the supreme leader again. As a result of all that, Asare DOKUBO very, very angry that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is called a supreme leader and our another savior. They want to actually stop it at all cost. They want to hijack it because that is something that pains them to their bone marrow. That is the reason why Eperima and Co is telling you, if they release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu after November, no one is going to listen to him again. Sending a direct message to the zoo that if you continue to hold him, no one will listen to him again. That is the plan. Even a blind man, a deaf person could hear this one. A deaf person, they could hear this one. Because if they cannot hear it, they could hear it from the smile, from the facial expression of this criminal called Simon Ekpa. That is it. Look at it. Even if they cannot see it, they could hear it from him. They could actually configure it from his face. Listen to it.
Become the people that or the media that speak to us. We don't listen to nonsense. Our reporter is a Nigeria agent, so he cannot come and tell us what our leader. They know what to do. If they say Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has a reliable political solution, he should come out and tell us. It's a joke. I think that's a joke. Okay.
It's a joke. I think that's a joke. Okay. He is giving you a constructive message that Mazen Nnamdi, what he is, where these things are going. Now Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has sold out. That is exactly the true meaning of the word that they are using. No matter how they try to hide it, that is the message he is trying to send to the public, and he's now appealing to the zoo. Hold him there, because after November, December, people will now, because the plan of Autopilot is that from this November, December, Ember month season, you will see a killing spree in our land. That is their plan. if they are not stopped now, so many people are going to die in the making of Autopilot and Asari DOKUBO. Our innocent people are going to die. And that is the plan, so that you will detest this struggle, so that you will say, if it is how Biafra will be, I'd rather be on my own. I'd rather not even go there, because that is the primary plan. You heard what he is saying here, that it's a joke. It is a joke. It is a joke. It is a joke, okay? It is a joke, okay? Look at it.
Mm. So when we get to that bridge, we'll cross it. Our leader will come out.
When we get to that bridge, we cross it. He never corrected the color because it was arranged. He never corrected the color because that is what he actually, they plan to say. It is not a mistake. This is exactly what they plan to say here. They will want to remember that they know that you love Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. They know. So for them to actually implement that mindset, they need to be bringing it out small, constructively. Then you will be familiar, you will be familiarizing it. Just like I told you yesterday. They will bring their boogeymen small to your face to start familiarizing it. That is the reason why he will tell him, when we get to that bridge, we cross it. Which bridge? The bridge of people not going to listen to your leader, the one you say you are his disciple. The one that you are his disciple. Now somebody say that he will no longer listen to him when they release him. Are you doing Zoo a favor? Are you doing yourself a favor? That you will not listen to your leader who introduced you, who made you to open your eyes to see the atrocities of Nigeria upon you, because you believe that you were able to navigate your problems in Nigeria. You don't see it to be problems all these years, including a Perima championing one Nigeria until 2019. He did not see these things as, as a problem all these years, except that he saw the light from Mazen Nnamdi Kanu as he claimed in 2019. All of a sudden, he is now saying he will not listen to him. He will not listen to him if they release him after this thing, after, November. It is up to you, Biafrans, to understand what is playing out here. Egwu apụgokwa n'egwu ụmụaka. The egwu apụgo n'egwu ụmụaka. Nke a wụzi gbalagbala, o felugo oke. Eme ife ọ ga-aka ọzụzụ ala. Gbalagbala felu oke. Ọ ga-ala. So that ala na anyị nọ n'enu ya va. Ala anụnwa ka anyị nọ n'enu ya kịta. Ị na-afụ na ndị Autopilot. Yeah, let's continue.
And thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, you're welcome to the program.
Let's listen to this one before we move. We were
Good evening
doing
from
this
here.
again.
Hello. Good evening from here. The line is going off. Hello. Yes, I'm all right. I'm all right. Welcome to the program.
Thank you. Thank you so very much for all you are doing. More grace to efforts now. More grace.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I want to say something I experienced so people can relate, okay?
All right, just be fast, please. A lot of people are calling and their call are going off.
As one of the people who experience what it takes as as a BIAFRA or you want to pay in Nigeria. You see, my experience, anybody who experiences can never go and get registration. You see, I got to know that there are some regions established and government is especially to get level of stories just to mobilize the people. That one is a part. Okay, there are also some people who are protected from 100% from people who are looking around and police, the army, they are there to force and division. When you go to a checking point, somebody who is not the other person, you go and go to that person, the person doesn't take you with you.
Okay, I believe that you have heard the message I came with from this angle. Now, let us go to what we have. Let us go to what we have.
Let me bring a confirmation. You remember that whatever he's doing here, he is actually trying to protect Nelly, trying to protect everyone, introduce this thing called.
Because you are saying they don't believe on it. Good morning, Mazi.
Okay, this was where we stopped yesterday before, we got kicked off. Let us go back there. Before we got kicked off from this program yesterday. So let's finalize it this evening.
Did you call me today?
No. I didn't.
Okay, sorry. That's okay. Well, I'm watching the program. For not, I'm glad it's that. There's a clip you're showing. Good morning, my fellow Biafra story. My name is Marian Heda. I just wanted to jump into what I want to say because it's just something that just struck my mind right now. My fellow Biafrans, how are you? I hope you're all doing well. I am calling from United States. My name is Marian Heda. Now, Judge Money, this clip I've watched it several times, a couple of times. The clip you're showing. But you see, the segment you just finished before you're jumping into this one, that is why I called immediately. There are two things that just came to my mind. I can use this language or this word that I extracted from it, and I would like you to add to them, to your analysis. One is this. In this clip, in the segment I'm talking about, you could, first of all, Ekperima, Nwabuda Gumi of Finland. He is an imposter. People can go and check the meaning of imposter. This guy is a confirmed imposter. This guy is a sadist. This guy is an idiot. This guy is wicked. This guy is, I don't think I can find enough adjective to qualify him. He's pure evil. Let me just end it that way.
He is.
Now, in this segment, I'm talking the last segment before you are trying to this one you're talking about that the one, whatever. You could hear him when he was challenged by our sister A.G. Robert. You could hear him saying, Nelly is a grown-up woman. He will not tell her what to say. He will not be the one to advise her what to say. But this bastard, this non-entity, this evil incarnate, think he has the audacity, the right, the moral standing to tell our Lolo or the wife of our Hamadike whether to speak or not, or what to say. That's one thing that just caught my attention. All the time, this idiotic moron was being told by his so-called idiotic followers, whom he has come on social media and established that they are morons, they are idiots, they have no brain, he is making decisions for them, could not even confront him to stop him from when Nelly was oozing out her foolishness on social media.
Yeah.
The only answer he gave was he didn't have the capability, or he was not moral for him to tell a grown-up bastard to caution her. But he feels, or he felt he could come out with his dirty, stinking, rotten mouth to come and tell our wife, our Hamadike's wife, our Lord, our first lady, whether she could speak or not, or what to say or not. And after that, he thinks he can unleash abuses on her with his followers. Shame on him.
You are on
He's
point.
an idiot.
You are
He's a
on
bastard.
point.
God will punish him. That's number one. Let me transition into the main argument I want to bring out there. Do you see the mindset of these idiots why they kidnap our Hamadike? He's embedded in that segment you played. When he was arguing with Ejiro, telling her, where is Ohamadike? The answer was Ohamadike is in DSS. He said, Ohamadike is carrying Biafra. So if Ohamadike is in DSS dungeon, that means Biafra is detained with Ohamadike. This is the core argument. This is the core mindset of Nigerian government.
To detain Biafra.
All these idiots, they tend to come and destabilize DOS. And that is why DOS must be protected. Every true person that is fighting this cause. Let me tell you, I have nursed this argument in my head. I have tried to say it on one or two platforms, but this thing I had now confirmed my feelings or my theory. They thought that if they could kidnap Mazi or kill Mazi, that the project of Biafra will be in shambles. All they have to do is to go into the structure, destabilize the structure, and game over. That is what they thought. But swallow alert for them. They have made the movement stronger. Because people like us understood their game. That is why we say, hell no to any idiotic moron that think they can rise up to destabilize IPOB structure under the leadership of Mazi Edoziem. Now that our Mazi is incommunicado. Shame and woe to that individual. As long as somebody like me is alive, it will never happen. That person has made himself a cost object.
They must bring their best, because I haven't seen their best.
Yes, this is their game. This was their game. That is why they fought immediately. They succeeded in extraordinary, first of all, capturing our Hamadike and extraordinary mentioning. They swung into action to do what? Bring the structure down. Every IPOB member, true IPOB member that have been designated even before the foundation of this physical earth to fight this cause, who has not gotten this message, it is embedded in the clip, in the segment you just played. I got it right now. I'm like, damn it, the answer of what I've been looking for is right here. They thought that if they keep him in the other done by Nigerian government, the biggest mistake they made was capturing Mazi. Because that is what brought somebody like me in. And I know there are some more diehard, there are some more radicals that are coming to this movement because of they continue to hold Mazi. They are making the greatest mistake. And if anything should happen to Mazi, I am guaranteeing them they will unleash mayhem. Thank you. I'll continue to watch. God bless you. I needed to bring that in.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You made a very, very important, exposition on this, or analysis rather. Or will I say you picked up something?
It's an observation. I listened to that clip, but for some reason it just clicked right now. I was watching you. I have listened to that thing before.
Yes.
But it just came like boom, like a light bulb. Damn it, this is the answer, because I have theorized this in my head that for them to capture him and begin to go after DOS and the Doziem, that means that was they think that once they capture Mazi, that the whole power of the movement is rested on Mazi. But they don't know that this man is divinely sent, because he's divinely sent, is being inspired by Almighty God called UWAZURUIKE. That is why God directed him to set up DOS, and not only set up, handpick the individuals. Yes, there has to be a Judas in it, and we are dealing with the Judas in that DOS. But God inspired him, honorable men, to be in that position. People that are unshakable, people are not moved by emotions, people are not moved by what is happening, people are not moved by group thinking, people that are principled, like Mazi Edoziem, Mazi Nworu, Mazi Abanyim, Mazi a whole lot of them, I don't know them, but when you begin to listen to these accomplished, acclaimed men, you know that Mazi fine-tuned this. He looked at people who are fine-tuned before he picked them.
Exactly.
Yes, there has to be a Judas. There has to be a Judas in every 12. We are dealing with that Judas, and she's going down. God bless you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Great one.
I'll
nice,
keep watching.
Nice one. Nice one. Nice one. So, just like I was saying, do you know the reason why? Do you know the reason why he responded to Asare Dokubo? The way he responded to him, telling him it is him being able, he was now told that this guy is with you. So that's why he made a statement. For the first time, I have attacked you without, for the first time, I have addressed you without attacking you. Because he has realized that they are the clique from the coastal region together. While he is masking us, the reason why he looks like Asare attacked him was because Asare thought he was probably Igbo. They didn't know these things. They thought he was Igbo speaking, Biafra. That is the reason why. You remember the first Asare statement that day. He called all this. He called Omo Boy. He called Autopilot. He never mentioned. I think he called Eperima. He called so many of them, and acting like he's attacking them. Then Eperima was now informed. This is, you need to defend Asare Dokubo. He would then come and say, now let's hear that defense again. Let's hear it again. Listen.
Thank you. So, Asare Dokubo, the only thing I'm telling you, I'm not come here to attack you. I have not come here to blackmail you, because I will not blackmail anybody that have done nothing to me. I will not blackmail you. Your anger, I understand it, because it is happening to me. So the same way I am feeling is the same way you are feeling. So I have not come here to attack Asare Dokubo. Tell Asare Dokubo
your anger, I understand it. The same anger Asare Dokubo is portraying today. He understands it because they are from the same area. These people were hired by the same people. Your anger, I understand it. I am not blackmailing you. I have not come here to blackmail you, to attack you, because we are in this together. If you want to channel your fight on, now exclude me, because Autopilot is with you. Now listen to where he must channel his energy.
First time in the history of this struggle that I have come and addressed his concern.
That is the first time you realize that you guys are working
Autopilot. Tell him that Autopilot are not the one that attacking him. Tell him that any day he want to address these people, he should address them properly. Address them like illiterate, IPOP, DOS criminals and their errand. Autopilot are different people. And that bloated pig.
Did you hear that?
Always talking rubbish and spitting everywhere. That pig is like another Afonja in our land.
This is exactly to show you that everything Mazen Nnamdi Kanu implemented, put in place, says Ekperima in Finland is against all of them. He is against all of them. That is the reason why Mazen Nnamdi Kanu addressed the enemy, unadulterated, truth, to use it to expose them. But the Berima now come and start praising the enemy, telling the enemy, okay, enemy, we have now know that they are, they are actually blackmailing you. I have not come to blackmail you. We are in this together. I am feeling the same way you are feeling, because they have contracted me and you the same. It is the same job that me and you are supposed to be doing. That's why we are feeling the same way. And we are from this coastal region. We are part of those who were contracted by this Fulani to continue to meddle in the affairs of IPOB, because the first person they contracted to act like Simon Eba was Asare Dokubo. That was why he came and started praising Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. He said that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is doing it well. We are following him. Until Mazen Nnamdi Kanu gave him 20 million to get our boys, ready to be admitted in school. He siphoned the money. He called DSS to carry those boys. At the end of the day, did you see how he entered? He entered as one of us. He entered as if he is actually promoting what you are promoting. That is the same way Ekperima entered. Do you see the difference? Are you now seeing the connection that is between these two? That is it. Now, you have seen. He is the one who started preaching Idu. He said Biafra, of course, Biafra is dead. Now, let me now bring Asare Dokubo, because we are rounding up. After touching on this Asare Dokubo 1 and 2, if I touch on it, quickly, then we will now give you some messages about the zoo country called Nigeria, because everybody that is fighting IPOB, we are prepared every time we come online to respond to them. Pay very good attention.
All this equipment. Good evening. And I know all this equipment, them at times they malfunction. I'm about 11 minutes late. Today we are going to talk on a lot of issues. These are our Igbo brothers. If you like say sickness don't affect on our well. And if one are not cure on ourselves, I will provide cure for them. If one are not cure on ourselves, I will provide cure for them. I'm going to touch a lot of issues.
Our Igbo brothers, because it is all about Igbo. Whichever thing they have assigned them to do, fight Igbo brothers, fight these Igbo speaking people, fight them. Once you are able to actually, disorganize these Igbo brothers, the rest of the people who have seen the light, they don't have, that, strategy. You will actually use preaching to actually sideline them too, which are the people, our people from coastal region as well. That's exactly what they were told. That is the reason why he is telling our Igbo brother, these are coastal people that was selected from coastal region. Remember, coastal region is there. Nelly from Igbo speaking is there. Ijele from Igbo speaking is there. So it's not only coastal region, but there are particular people from coastal region, particular from Igbo speaking. You see the way they just did it, so that it will start. Now they started clashing. We are those stupid people from Igbo speaking. What is happening? They are bringing the death on your people. At the end of it all, sit at home financial, attack on your poor people. Why are they not doing it in the coastal region? Because that is not what they're supposed to do. They must inflict pain on this Igbo speaking, because they are the ones pushing. They must make people, Igbo speaking people, that if Igbo speaking start denouncing Biafra, say if it is how Biafra will be, let me not be part of it. That once they start speaking that language, that the other people will join suit, will follow suit. That is the primary plan. That is the reason why Igbo, the criminal, masked himself and came as if he is Igbo man, when he is from coastal region. Continue to pay attention to Asare Dokubo and his fear. When you are listening to him, I want you to smell his fear, perceive his fear, and because of that fear, He want to show you that he is there. Pay attention.
And I'm going to touch on a lot of lies being peddled. Number one is about pipeline contracts. Pipeline contract was given to Tompolo in my area. I stood up and I fought for the cause of justice. I did not say that pipeline contract should be given to me, but I insisted that it is the right of our people to have what belongs to us, not somebody to claim that it's for the only job people so they should have. Finally, the pipeline contract was brought to me by Farad Agogo and others. Even today, Farad Agogo called me. And I told them I don't want to be party to anything concerning that contract. They should go and do it. But a prelude to that, before then, the whole Ijaw nation gathered, the INC and everybody and the governor of Biafra state. Whatever I am today, it is the Ijaw nation that made me what I am. And when the Ijaw nation speaks, no matter my personal difference, my personal opinion,
Giving up.
give it up. The Ijaw nation spoke, and we all agreed that there was no need for us to fight.
Giving up. I thought you are
people from Calabar and other people.
I thought you are, Jackie Chan, or you are James Bond 007. This is actually saying that you cannot engage Tompolo, that it will be your end. That is the reason why you are coming with a resolution. And you claim you cannot, you will always listen to Ijaw nation. Are you perceiving that fear? That is not what the reason why I am playing this, but we touch everywhere. Pay attention, very much attention.
People said they are comfortable with Tompolo doing contracts in their area. I say let it be. Majority of the people who come behind and talk when it is in the public, they cannot express their opinion. That has been done. Tompolo directed that everything concerning the contract should be brought to me. And they brought the contract to my house. They brought the contract to my house. And I politely told them, I'm calling you Honorable Paradagogo and all the people. And they decided, and I told them, go and do your contract. I'm not interested. I don't want to be a party to anything concerning that contract. That was the issue of the contract. So you Igbos, when you go and do your 419, sell organs, sell this, you are not ashamed of yourself. If there's anything disgrace to the black race, anywhere, whether in Thailand, in Turkey, in Indonesia, it must be an Igbo man.
Did you see the hatred for Igbo? Are you paying attention? It is not about now, it is hatred for Igbo. Propaganda upon propaganda against the Igbo people. Did you hear it? That is exactly what they were sent to do. And the Eberima have to mask himself as that Igbo, so that when he is dealing with you, you will say, after all, he's one of us. After all, he's one of us. How can he be inflicting death, hunger? How can he be inflicting all this pain on his own people? You don't know what exactly is the real deal here. The real deal here is make sure that you sabotage Igbo people. Igbo speaking Once you are able to make followers of Biafra in Igbo land to start detesting Biafra, you have achieved the destruction of the movement. First of all, try with the structure, destabilize the structure, use lies and propaganda, which is media propaganda. Use it to destabilize the structure. For these people that you are supposed to be making them to detest Biafra, to first of all detest Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's activities, detest the followers of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, and now will now say if it is how Biafra will be, I am no longer involved. That exactly is what these people are up for. You have no idea. Let's continue.
You are not ashamed. You open your mouth and talk. Look at how that your shower leader, that your shower leader, was caught in Kenya and brought back. What did he go to do in Kenya? You didn't ask him what he went to do in Kenya. You did not ask him. I cannot fight Tombolo. JJ, the Tombolo tell you that he can fight me. Did he tell you? Then go.
You shouldn't forget that the people, they are continuing sending, they are emotional fool. I hope you are seeing the emotional instability in this guy. I hope you are seeing it. I hope you are understanding the weapon you use on this emotional unstable person. I hope you are actually picking it up. Let's continue. Continue to pick it up so that each time he comes online, you will know what to do. Let's continue.
Go and tell him to come and fight me now. I'm here. So everybody knows when you people run your mouth. So that's about the contract. Everything the John Nation has intervened. We have accepted the verdict of the John Nation that the John people should stay together. We should not divide ourselves. Okay. Now look at you people in Igbo land. Look at how you are dying. Woto. You are talking.
Did you hear that? I hope you know Autopilot slogan. They say it's woto. Are you paying attention to it? This is the new claiming they are with you. All these people are the same in this game. They are stuck in this game, searching for fortune and fame, and they will die in this game because innocent lives are being lost. Our people are dying for the sake of the wickedness and ignorance of this, people. That is exactly, they are only searching for fortune and fame to please the master. For the sake of pleasing the master, they are killing you and you. At the end of the day, you are supporting them. Once an law causing on Aramano, that is the problem. That is the problem. Continue.
You will do video to sell that Elijah has run away. You don't see me? I don't run.
Wow.
You don't see me?
Now,
I don't run.
I want you to show. Let me show you something. Let me show you something here.
On our head,
I
no
want to show
correct.
you something here.
It be like on they look for who go finish on.
I want to
Look for
show
na
you something
everywhere
here.
finish on.
Let's
Woto. You are talking.
let's
You
let's
will
show
do
you
video
something.
to sell that Alaji has run away. You don't see me? I don't.
You know, you see this. You see what firearm that he is having in his hands now? Are you looking at the firearm that he has in his hands? Do you know the firearm belongs to who? The firearm belongs to who? The firearm you see is called G4. I think